So you guys tag me in this a ton. Mimi dentist checkup. First off, art skills out the wazoo. Okay, we got a little toolbox. Dang, she got a whole setup in there. Let's see what we're doing. We're removing the braces. How are all these things sticking on there so well? And they stick to her little pad so good, too. Okay, so she got the forceps out. Oh, dang, she got a scaler on there, too, scaling up all the gunk. I'm not gonna lie, this is impressive. Look at what she got. Chocolate-flavored toothpaste? Dude, I don't think you understand the amount of time it's probably took to make this. This is very impressive. Okay, so we're brushing teeth. Oh, she got to remove the teeth, I guess.
I think I just broke my tooth.
No you didn't.
You see, I get tagged in videos like this all the time where people are moving things around, pretending like things are falling out of their mouth, or they broke them on a bottle. They're actually just completely fake teeth. See, a lot of people, especially the people I see in braces, have what we like to call hypodontia. And hypodontia means that you're missing teeth. And one of the most common places to miss your teeth are the lateral incisors. In fact, most of the time, people that are missing one are actually missing both on both sides. Now, if you're missing a baby tooth and the permanent tooth's behind it, it doesn't matter, but these are normally permanent teeth. So there's nothing to back it up. They're gone. So when we're doing braces, well, we've got to fill those gaps so you just don't look weird forever. Now we have to put springs and things to get the spacing perfect to get ready for the permanent restoration. But until then, we have to fill the spots. So we use these things called Pontics, aka denture teeth, aka fake teeth. And so we take these, we shade match to your teeth, we polish them to the right size, and then we place a bracket on them and stick it on your wire as basically a space maintainer for your final real tooth. Now another cool thing that we can do is when you're done with braces, we just pop the braces off, we polish the tooth, and we actually put those into your clear retainer. So when you're putting on your retainer at the end, you got something to fill those little gaps. So yeah, she didn't break her teeth, she's just getting some help from her orthodontist to make sure she doesn't have some giant holes in her face while she's in braces. Hope that helps. Holy metal mouth. One magnet and she is toast. Well, for real though, what is going on in this person's mouth? There is literally so much going on. Well, first off, the giant metal thing that you see, that the squishy thing, is actually what we call a Herbst appliance. This is basically with people that have big overbites like this, and we have to try and bring their lower jaw forward. Normally, this is done before full braces on a kid who's maybe 9 or 10 and has some growth left. And those little rods actually push the lower jaw forward, helping it grow and catch up to the upper jaw. Now that's not it. This girl has a ton of stuff going on. It looks like there was 4 teeth removed. We've got the Herbst appliance, and she's got TADs, which are temporary anchorage devices, on the top and in the roof of her mouth. Now, for people in the comments that are freaking out saying like, oh my gosh, I can't have braces anymore, this is way too much, I agree, this is probably way too much. In fact, 99.9% of you won't have any of these things. I mean, this is severe. I mean, to take 4 teeth out, to do a Herbst appliance, to put the little glue bite props on there, do TADs here, and in the roof of their mouth. I mean, this is literally the most physical stuff you can do in braces ever. Like, she's literally one step away from just getting jaw surgery at this point. Now, I treat tons of people all the time, and I don't really use TADs. We hardly ever use the Herbst appliances or expanders or anything like that. So no, a lot of you guys are not gonna have this happen. And to be fair, sometimes orthodontists, we like to kind of experiment and try some things, and sometimes we get a little too overcomplicated with stuff like this. A lot of the times, all you need is just some braces, some rubber bands, and for you guys to actually wear them. That being said, I don't know who this girl is, but I feel really sorry for him because they're making braces way too complicated unless she just had a massively crazy case. But I'm sure the orthodontist had a reason to do all this, so I'm sure it's gonna look great. Her teeth! Well, Frodo, is this true, Bentist? If you get your braces tightened, is it really so bad you can't even eat a burger? Well, it looks like you guys in the comments agree. You said, I just got my braces 3 days ago and I've been swallowing my pasta like a pill. And somebody else said, I wish I could defend you here, but a burger was a bold move after tightening your braces. But why is this, Bentist? Why do your teeth get sore after we tighten the braces? Well, first off, technically, we don't really tighten the braces. In fact, we just move to a bigger wire so it feels tight. And 2, here's the thing. Your teeth are set in your bone by thousands of little bungee cords we call the PDL fibers. And these PDL fibers let your teeth bounce on them like a trampoline so you can actually feel pressure in your teeth. That's why you can actually feel the pressure in your teeth. Or if you bite down too hard on something, your brain knows to, stop, I don't want to bite on that. And so when we're forcefully moving these teeth around, we're affecting these PDL fibers, causing that soreness. Because normally your body is telling you this tooth is sore because it wants you to stop doing whatever you're doing, whether you're biting hard on something or whatever else. But we're manufacturing manufacturing those teeth to move where we want to, so it stays a little bit longer. And in fact, it's not actually a pain as far as like a cut or anything like that. It's actually more like a muscle pain. So if you were like sore, if you've ever worked out or played soccer too long or whatever and woke up the next morning with sore muscles, that's exactly what it feels like. And it actually feels like that if you had 32 separate muscles all sore at the same time. So you can see why it can get a little bit painful for the first week or two once you get your braces. Now, after that, you really do get used to it and it's not a problem at all. And when you do get a new wire that's a little bit bigger, normally that soreness only lasts for like a day or two. Some things that can help with this is taking Tylenol, and you can also swish around with cold water and deactivate the wire, which is a nickel titanium heat activated wire, to reduce some of that pain for a little bit. But in the end, just like after working out for a long time, your body gets used to it, your teeth will get used to that soreness, and you will not have that problem any longer, and your braces journey will be just great.
Have you ever wondered why brushing your teeth makes everything taste like shit?
I
Well,
have,
there's
and it's
actually
terrible.
a pretty solid explanation for
There
this.
is.
You see, your tongue is covered in proteins that act as receptors for taste.
And we actually have 5 of those receptors that give you bitter, salty, sweet, sour, and funny enough, umami, which you probably haven't heard of. It's from the flavors of MSG. That's what umami is.
But there's one sneaky ingredient in toothpaste called SLS.
Sodium lauryl
SLS
sulfate.
interferes
Chew.
with the proteins on your tongue. This impairs your ability to taste sweet flavors, replacing them with an unpleasant bitter sensation.
And the crazy part is this is in a majority of toothpaste. That's why, in fact, when we're creating our new toothpaste, we are getting rid of SLS, meaning you'll be able to drink orange juice anytime you want without any flavor change. Okay, I don't know why I'm so excited about this, but this is actually really cool. Don't mind the messed up hair. I just got done working out, okay? Dang, look at that. Anyways, the reason you feel pain on your teeth is actually pretty cool. You see, your teeth sits into the bone on all these little trampoline type fibers we call PDL fibers. And if you bite down too hard, these fibers bend too much and they send a signal to your nerve telling you, oh my gosh, open up your mouth. You've probably had this happen if you're eating like chicken and a bone happens and you bite down, you're like, oh. But sometimes, like at night, you're clenching and grinding, or maybe your bite's off just a little bit so you're hitting on a high spot over and over again. It ends up inflaming the tooth's nerve. And just like your muscles get sore from overworking themselves, your teeth can get sore the same exact way. And so you pushing on your tooth is just like pushing on a sore muscle. Most of the time, a few days later, your teeth will move out of the way of that high spot hitting, and all of a sudden your pain will go away and you'll be like, oh, that wasn't anything anyways. Once again, you tag me in an ASMR. Are they good for your teeth? I don't know. We'll go ahead and okay, obviously. What's that, Tang Hulu? That's gonna Tang Hulu yank your tooth right out of your mouth. Wait, come on, just eat the grape. It's healthy. Why you gotta put a hard, sugary covering over the top of it? You're killing me. Okay, we got a croissant. Obviously, a croissant's not gonna hurt your teeth at all. This one looks really sugary. I'm not gonna lie, although it does look pretty tasty. Why are you using giraffe hands? Just use your regular hands. Come on, I don't know why you guys like this. Is disgusting. And this is exactly why, like, who eats goopy, honey, whatever this is? No one's gonna eat that. That's gross. This is obviously soft for your teeth. This actually reminds me of those little summer pops you get where you clip the thing and then you get it and you suck the juice at the end. Those are good. Okay, this one's perfectly safe for your teeth, and I actually recommend this. They're fun and enjoyable. Not even a burger? Come on. Actually, weirdly enough, these gummy burgers are super strong, and we have a lot of kids break their brackets on those. Boba, not gonna be a problem. Tapioca pearls and everything are perfectly fine. I mean, oh, come on. I mean, this is just weird at this.
Basically, I got a tooth abscess. If y'all get a cracked tooth or an infected tooth, or if your teeth get impacted, go to the dentist immediately. Like, I guess I was prolonging that shit too long to the point this shit happened.
Oh my! No, seriously, that's intense. But for real though, Bentist, what is going on? What is this giant glob coming out of the side of this man's chin? Well, this is called a tooth abscess. And even though this may have happened in a tooth that was in his mouth that cracked, this is in fact the reason why we tell you to get rid of your third molars or your wisdom teeth. You see, we get people all the time with impacted third molars or wisdom teeth that are turned sideways or stuck or just don't have enough room to come in. In fact, almost 95% of people out there do not have enough room to get their wisdom teeth. And a lot of them tell me, they say, Bentist, why do I have to get these out? They don't hurt at all. They're perfectly fine. They're sitting in there. There's nothing wrong with them, right? Actually, that's completely wrong for exactly this reason. You see, wisdom teeth are what I like to call a ticking time bomb. And it's not if they're gonna cause a problem, it's when. Because they sit up next to your other teeth and food and gunk can slowly seep down inside near that tooth and can start to slowly infect it without you knowing. Now, at first, it's not gonna cause a problem, but as the months and years go by, it will slowly infect more and more and more floor of that tooth until it forms what we call a abscess. And literally just like this man ended up in the hospital, you will end up in the, you'll just wake up in the middle of the night and you'll have this big giant blob and it'll be huge and it'll be painful, and sometimes it can even kill you. That's right, you have this thing called the cavernous sinus that's in the top leading up to your brain, and if your upper wisdom teeth get infected or abscess or swell, that infection can travel up into your brain and kill you. I didn't actually believe any of this until I went to dental school and we had to do hospital rotations, and we had person after person after person who was admitted to the ER because of these abscess molars, and they were in a lot of pain. So save yourself the trouble when you're young, and if your dentist tells you to get your wisdom teeth out, get them out now while it's super easy and avoid the crazy abscess.
So, you got a boyfriend?
Why? You want to ask me out on a date?
Maybe.
Why so serious? That was terrible. I need to work on my Joker impression. Well, for real though, Bentist, what is going on and can I do this? Well, in fact, we used to do this all the time with gum wrappers as a kid, specifically Big Red wrapper. But for a certain set of people, this could be a huge problem and really painful. You see, if you're lucky like me and you're old enough, you probably got what we call silver amalgam fillings. In fact, if you look, you can see them back here, these little silver fillings. A lot of people think they're cavities or something. No, those are just silver fillings I've had for like 20 years because I didn't brush my teeth very well as a kid. Which is probably why I couldn't relate to all of you guys, because you're not brushing your teeth good enough. You should probably go brush them right now, actually. But anyways, these silver fillings, when you put aluminum foil or foil wrapper or whatever on them like this, actually connect. And your saliva can actually connect the two metals using the electrolytes in the saliva and cause what we call a galvanic shock. And a galvanic shock is exactly kind of what it seems. Have you ever had like a static electricity shock where you touch your friend and it goes psst, and it like zaps you? Well, that's what happens, except for it goes into your tooth's nerve, and it's so painful. It hurts really, really bad. And some people even have these same shocks with teeth whitening. I have the same problem too. I can't whiten my teeth back here because it will cause that galvanic shock, and I'm like, ah! Now, if you have the white colored fillings or the tooth colored fillings, the composite, they don't have that metal on metal fusing, and so you don't have that galvanic shock. In fact, some people who have those inside metal can't even have metal forks near the area, because a metal fork will trigger that galvanic shock and cause a ton of pain. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have a silver filling, I would not do this unless you want a really big spark inside your mouth that's going to be painful, or if you have a regular white colored fillings or you don't have any fillings at all because you're a good person who brushes and takes care of their teeth, you'll be just fine.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down is right, because that takes so much time to clean your braces with these floss threaders going in and out and up in between. If only there was a way to make it a little bit easy. Well, there actually is, because you know I invented it. It's called the Something Nice water flosser, and no, it is not just a regular water flosser. You see, not only do we have the touch capacitive sensors in the Apple Watch charging and the fancy cup system to fill it up, we actually have a special mode that's called a slow motor mode. And if you double tap over into the slow motor mode, you can actually use the slow flushing to be able to flush out the braces without causing any damage to your gum tissue. That's because normal water flossers only have a high pressure mode. Now they can dial it up and down, but it's still a high pressure mode. And if you angle that up towards your gum tissue while you're cleaning your braces, that will shoot up into your gum tissues and hurt you badly. That's why we have two motors. One motor for the high powered flossing in between your braces, and then a soft mode to be able to flush your braces and get all that food and gunk out of there. This double team will tackle your braces and teeth and plaque and gunk and get that inflammation out of there, meaning no white squares for you after braces, because trust me, you don't want those. If you want the ultimate clean, you can pair these with our special braces floss picks that not only go up and in between the brackets without having to thread, but they have the only braces floss picks on the market with a rubber band holder, an awesome pick that actually works, a tongue scraper, and xylitol built into the floss to almost give you a toothpaste-like clean between your teeth. Use both of these things and you'll have the cleanest teeth you've ever had, even with braces on. But they have sold out 5 times, so you should probably get them right now, especially if you have braces.